They're just ahead of me in the standings. I don't think I can jump them. I'm not. I'm a game and a half back. If I can get into that 2 seed behind the Bulls, I'll start feeling real good about this season. Obviously, a loss, and that starts to drop me back in the standings. So, obviously, need to get a win. The Bulls got the best record. Sonics, Rockets, Jazz, Suns. Looks like the 90s to me. I basically don't have. This isn't 1993 exactly. Brought in some of the magic that came on a little later. Did the same for other teams. So when you look at the Heat, you got Hardaway, Mourning, Jamal Mashburn. I think it was 24. Check that before. I want it to be right. Yeah, 24. All right. Now I was thinking about Penny's playoff series against the Heat. One of his best. Probably his best, actually.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. We'll watch the Miami Heat in this one, as they go up against the Orlando Magic. I'm Kevin Harlan with Mike Fratello and Clark Kellogg. On the sideline, David Aldridge. Well, Clark, a matchup you're very familiar with, being a former forward in this NBA. What's the most challenging part about going up against a great front court on the other side?
Well, a couple of things stand out to me, Kevin. One, you got to match physicality. Strong centers and forwards will make it tough for you physically. And then you got to be able to handle thumping and bumping at both ends of the floor.
And here are the Heat now after Shaquille O'Neal's miss. And Scott has it in the corner. Now Hardaway. And finished off by O'Neal.
Understanding the offense. O'Neal showing you his basketball IQ early in his career. That's promising for the future, too.
Pass to Chapman. Just 5 on the clock. It's blocked by Shaq.
Already one of the most feared defenders in the paint. Shaq, a menace inside.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Horace Grant.
A good job preventing the layup. I think it's smart to make him earn it from the line.
Yeah, intelligent defense there. The coaching staff encourages these guys to do whatever they can to avoid giving up easy buckets.
Hardaway, and it goes down 2 points.
Left the defender's shoes standing. What moves from the rookie Hardaway?
Yeah, I got to score more than Tim Hardaway. I got to be the better Hardaway than
Hardaway. Here's Burton, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
What a slam right there.
Orlando, they've gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. On the wing, Scott. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway.
You know, if the defense is going to give him the mid-range jump shot, he's going to take it all game long. Doing a nice job keeping things simple.
Well, the defense must guard him better than that, especially when he's operating around the mid-range area.
Here's Burton. He had 15 points last outing. 9 feet out. Hardaway, no good. Orlando, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Hardaway passes to O'Neal. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. The Magic with the lead. Inside, here's Scott. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Well, they had the opportunity to break, and man, did they ever. They took full advantage of it.
I don't know how you feel about it, but in the NBA, fast break points decide games.
Now here's Hardaway. Checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game. Hardaway kicks to Anderson. Out to Hardaway. And Scott has it in the corner. Offline with his three.
Defense got all kinds of fortunate right there. Usually he takes full advantage of that situation.
I'm sure he'll take another shot at it if they keep giving him openings.
With an attack on the rack.
Woo. He's obviously very comfortable finishing above the rim.
No problem at all.
And with that ability, he makes defenses very uncomfortable.
Now here's Shaq. Can't cash in from close range. Ashburn, the pass to Hardaway.
Blocking foul called on Shaquille O'Neal. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Chapman. Still yet to score. 6 on the shot clock. The 19-foot shot, and the basket is good. The call goes his way, and we could be looking at a three-point play. Here's Hardaway. It's hauled in by the Heat. Down low. Chapman, that's good.
Just owning that painted area. I guess the motto is do it till they stop it.
Hardaway against Hardaway. Anderson right side. From deep. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway. Hardaway has got 4 assists now tonight.
Great, fast-paced play by Anderson. Not giving the defense time to get on him.
And it's Shaq with the rebound.
Operating from mid-range, that's a shot he likes. I mean, I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
And then Hardaway with the dunk.
What a fun player to watch at times. I love seeing him get fancy out there.
Here's Chapman. He's covered by Anderson. And it's sent back by O'Neal. Here's Scott. Rebound by the Heat. Morning's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Chapman. That shot is off. Good D by Anderson. To the middle. Here's Grant. The rebound by Alonzo Mourning. Mourning's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Chapman. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
Good work spotting that gap and then exploiting it with a quality pass.
And so Mike Dunleavy calls a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Taking a look at Miami. They're in second, looking to take over the first spot. And, of course, there's the Magic. They're just sitting 1 spot down right on their heels. Now here's Hardaway. Against Cleveland, he was really on his game. The offensive rebound, O'Neal plays it up and banks it in. O'Neal's got his second bucket.
He's still young, big personality for a big man. O'Neal, a bunch of fun to watch go to work inside.
Hardaway passes to Burton. Now here's Mourning. Guarded by O'Neal. Mourning can't make it work. Left side Anderson. Over Hardaway. And good, as it just snugged right down through the net.
Anderson also has tons of confidence in his jump shot. He's a dynamic offensive talent.
Hardaway against Hardaway. Now here's Hardaway. He's covered closely. And the dunk by Mourning.
Nice follow-up by Mourning, using his rebounding skills to protect the play.
Here's Hardaway. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Shaq kicks to Hardaway. And here's Anderson for 3. And it's rebounded by Mashburn. The Heat trail by 3. Hardaway up top, defended by Shaq. He gets that one.
Hey, don't let the height of Hardaway fool you. He's not that big, but he can compete anywhere on the court.
outside Hardaway. And the layup is good. Hardaway has got his third bucket of the night.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
And so Kevin Lockery has called a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Orlando making some changes. Bowie comes in for Anderson, and Armstrong subbed in for Hardaway. Here's Wiley. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game. Armstrong against Hardaway. Green for 2 points. Hardaway's got 6. 1:51 left to play in the first quarter. And here's Armstrong. Takes a 3. Scott can't get it to go. Here's Wiley. And another basket for Miami.
That's exactly the kind of possession you want on offense. Great chance, and they converted.
Orlando trailing here. Armstrong with it. Still without a basket. Pass to Scott. Lots of room. Here's O'Neal. Oh, and the dunk by Shaq.
Putting a little extra on that throwdown. Oh, the Shaq attack is real.
To the paint. Here's Bowie. Here's Scott. Scott missing again.
He just can't seem to get anything to go. He's in a bit of a rut.
He's got to simplify things on offense. Concentrate on getting quality looks and not settling for bad shots.
Armstrong with it. Goodbye, Hardaway.
The floor general that time going upstairs for that finish.
Oh, Clark, and a point guard that can elevate like that, he has got a lot of value in this league, no doubt about it.
Without a doubt. That ability adds another dimension to the offense.
Mashburn, the pass to Austin, and the dunk by Austin.
Not the biggest guy by any means, but that lift more than makes up for it.
Now Armstrong. Pass to Bowie. Fires from deep. Not going to go that time. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Magic lead by 1. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Magic.
They've been pretty intimidating on the defensive end, knocking away shots, containing shooters, and making it tough to find looks.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
Here is Outlaw. The Heat getting the bucket. Pass to Armstrong. To the left side wing. Outlaw at the elbow. It's rebounded by Austin. Austin's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's to him. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Love the physical play by Cycli there, using his size to give the defense trouble.
The Heat shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. That free throw, no good. Hey, Clark, what do you think we can expect from this point on, now that we're in the middle stages of the season?
I think you're going to see a number of teams start to find themselves here, Kevin. I mean, that's so important as we move towards the playoffs. The teams are really locked into who they are and how they win.
There's checked in for the Magic.
First personal foul. Second.
Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Corciani.
The next foul will put them in the penalty.
You have to be careful now. You don't want to give away 3 points at the line.
Delayed
Both
reaction
teams deciding to
against
change it
Saudi.
up. Mason for 3. And again, it's the Heat missing. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Miami. Their last meeting was in Orlando, where they were unable to fight off the Magic.
You know, they were having a lot of difficulties at the line in that last meeting, and maybe, just maybe, not getting enough rest out on the road.
And because they were not punishing fouls, the defense felt like there were no consequences for getting rough with them.
Ball's knocked loose. Fast break. Here come the Magic. And that one is hammered home. And you can tell, Clark, these teams just feeling each other out.
Yeah, but I love the spirit I'm seeing and feeling out there, Kevin. Already 6 lead changes.
Here's Wiley. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game. To the wing on the left. To the inside. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
He'll normally convert on that finish. The defense got lucky.
And here's Armstrong. Pass to Bowie. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's his first trip to the line. He's off on the first.
At the line for the Magic, Anthony Bowie.
Good on the second free throw. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Chapman. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Good.
Absolutely fearless with that mid-range shot. Surprised he got it up and over him.
That looked like he just knew where he was on the court. Great job to finish the play.
There's Bowie. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Oh, man, how good is that? You got to love watching him rise up and finish with power.
Now, Clark, when the defense is this weak, you should expect to get dunked on. They deserve it.
For sure.
I tell you, they deserve it.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they were expecting. It's their fault giving him these kinds of opportunities.
The Magic making a switch here. Sanson's checked in.
He was not having it. Get that stuff out of here.
Armstrong kicks to Hardaway. A floater. That's no good, and he's 3 for 5. The Heat trail by 3. Hardaway passes to Austin. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Here's Chapman. He's got 6 to the paint, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
I like whenever Slightly looks to score inside and uses his size to his advantage.
The Magic have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Here is Armstrong on the wing, Hardaway. And it's Tim Hardaway with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And Orlando making a change here. Grant's checked in. Outside Hardaway. Shot clock at 6. A nice shot by Anderson.
Boy, Anderson can really stroke that thing from behind the arc. When he's in rhythm, he lets it fly confident.
And so Kevin Lockery has called a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Down low. And goes in for the dunk.
The lead pass, executing one, takes a high basketball IQ.
The Magic have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Armstrong dishes to Anderson. Pass to Shaq. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Drives to the hoop.
And what a crazy swing that whole play was. The steal and then the slam.
Clarkie read that perfectly and makes a huge play.
Big time.
And you could feel the whole game shift with that sequence. What a game changer.
Here's Hardaway. Following the basket by Shaquille O'Neal. Hardaway against Armstrong. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And the Heat get another bucket right there.
Such a confident shooter. Hardaway knows he's ready to take the shot.
Here's Hardaway. Here's Shaq. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Boy, his activity on the glass so valuable to this team.
Morning's checked in for the Heat. Wiley comes in for Tim Hardaway. Scotty's checked in for the Magic.
He does not look very comfortable at the line. This very well could be Shaquille O'Neal's kryptonite.
Pass to Morning. 6 to shoot. Miami needs to get a shot off. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Finding that close range look. Nice instincts from Morning.
Anderson outside. Three-pointer. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. Hardaway has got 6 assists in the game.
You could see he was prepared to fire the moment he caught the ball.
Wiley the pass to Chapman. Morning a screen on Anderson. To the middle. Buries it down low. Morning's got 8 points. Clark, this has been an absolute war here in the first half.
A battle royale, partner. Each team really trying to establish itself, and the lead just keeps going back and forth.
What I like about Hardaway in pick and roll, he can see over the top. That's going to be a big advantage for him.
Pass to Chapman. Morning a screen on Scott.
Sacrificing his body, putting it on the line right there.
That takes tremendous grit. Taking charges, not for the faint of heart.
And the Heat making a change here. Austin's checked in. Here's Hardaway. He's got 8. Crosses over. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You got to applaud the high-effort play of Hardaway. I know Coach loves it. But just in general, he is such a determined rookie. Looking to make as big an impact as possible.
The Heat trail by 3. Chapman a pass to Austin. Here's Burton. Pass to Morning. It's good. He's got 10. Orlando's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Now here's Hardaway. He's got 10. Here's Scott. That drops and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. Hardaway has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Miami's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Burton, defended by Anderson. Here's Morning. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And this young man is special. Once Morning starts cooking, he's hard to slow down.
And so Mike Dunleavy calls a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Here's Hardaway. Pass to Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
Hey, just putting in the work, doing the job. Grant does this every night. Rarely takes a game off in terms of his effort and tenacity.
Here's Chapman. He has 6. Austin, the pass to Burton. Lock at 6. Morning with the screen. Here's Chapman. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Boy, they dodged one right there, didn't they?
Yeah, he won't miss a look that wide open very often.
2 hands for safety and surety.
You bet, Clark. Nothing left to chance.
Don't give him any chance to climb back into it.
Here's Chapman. Pass to Austin. They set the pick. Here's Chapman. Here's Burton. A 3-pointer, no good.
Not a shot he should have taken in the face of such tough defense. He needed to get a better look.
Hardaway. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
This is why people are high on Hardaway, because of his ability to take over games.
Here's Chapman. It's tipped.
He was all over that one. You can tell he enjoys sending shots back.
Here's Hardaway, and another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
Tell you what, looks to me like they're trying to crack this door open.
Yeah, they've got the momentum. Can they separate now?
Here's Chapman. Here's Mourning. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And the first half is now in the books. It's the Magic up by 10. Live from Miami, you're watching 2K Sports. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. What a game we're seeing from Penny Hardaway.
You know, we often talk about guys who can shoulder the scoring load. He's been relentless.
Yeah, great effort, and mentally he's a step ahead.
The Heat trail by 10. Pass to Burton. And here is Mourning. The fadeaway. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Hardaway against Hardaway. Misses from short range. And Miami shooting at 51%. Really solid. Ashburn, the pass to Mourning. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
The defense a little overzealous there. What warning course is that?
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. No good on the free throw. And he's good on the second. Magic leading by 9. Outside Hardaway. Outside Scott fires the 3. Chapman with the rebound.
Boy, they got lucky on that one.
Yeah, he's an incredible three-point shooter. So you are ecstatic anytime it does go in.
Hardaway with the bounce pass. Here's Burton. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Well, that time he got the defense off balance with the well-timed pump fake. Nice work.
Hardaway passes to O'Neal. And finished off by O'Neal.
The young guy, O'Neal, introducing himself to the rim.
The Heat trail by 9. Hardaway up top. Guarded by Hardaway. Here's Burton. And Grant sends it back.
Great anticipation defensively. He was all over that.
The kick out to Scott. Takes the 3. Here's Shaq. It's hauled in by the Heat. Mourning's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Hardaway goes in. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here.
Got a hand on it, but just couldn't quite.
Last game I couldn't shoot Anderson. This game I can't shoot Scott.
Reel it in.
But you love the activity there. Putting in the effort and keeping the offense honest.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Chapman's shot is off. Magic leading by 9. Inside. O'Neal showing no mercy.
Well, I tell you, his vision has been outstanding in this one. Finding many opportunities to create for his team.
This is how you run an offense. Moving the ball and rewarding ready shooters.
Here's Burton. 10 points for him. To the middle. O'Neal with the steal. Scott the pass to O'Neal. And the dunk by O'Neal.
We know he's a scoring machine. It'll be exciting to see how prolific a scorer O'Neal can become.
Pass to Burton. Good ball movement here by the Heat. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
The name of the game, guys, get the ball close to the hoop.
The Heat shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. Here's Hardaway. He's got 16. Grant with a screen on Hardaway. Down low. Out on his own on the break. Here's Chapman. Rips down the breakaway slam.
I don't know why Hardaway's pass is so fucking slow.
Magic leading by 8. Here's Hardaway. Pass Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
The youngster taking over. Hardaway showing what he's got in the tank.
Outside Hardaway. Puts up a 3. Drops in the tray. Hardaway's got 11.
Defensively, you've got to apply more pressure to a shooter of his caliber.
Outside Hardaway. Pass to Anderson. Fires for 3. At the tip, here's Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
Providing exactly what the team needs from him, Grant uses his reach to reel in that offensive rebound and make sure they convert.
Here's Burton. Morning with it. 16 points for him. Orlando grabs the miss. Shaq's got 13 rebounds in the game. Conceding.
Boy, giving up the body to make a play right there, that's really good defense.
He read that to a T. Got there early and braced himself with a hit.
Now Hardaway. 11 points in the game. Just 5 to shoot. Hardaway with the steal. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Now here's Anderson. Guarded closely. Hardaway dishes to O'Neal. Here's Scott. That's in, coming off the assist from O'Neal. He's got 10.
Great kick out. Love that kind of unselfish play. Not trying to do it all on his own.
And so Kevin Lockery has called a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Wiley, he's checked in for Miami. And a switcher also for Orlando. Armstrong's checked in. Ashburn, the pass to Burton. Here's Chapman. Hardaway with the steal. Pass to Armstrong. Scott is screened. And there's the drive. And it's in off the backboard. Scott's got the lead up to 14 now for the Magic. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Orlando.
You have to be a fan of the energy they've played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet. It's come up big a few times for them.
They're very fresh, but also at the defensive end, how about the way they've been able to deny shot opportunities? Just tearing the opposition up in terms of denials.
Here are the Magic now. Alonzo Mourning unable to get his shot to go. Armstrong dishes to Grant. Anderson outside, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. The Heat trail by 14. Here's Chapman. 8 points for him. Mourning a screen on Hardaway. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
He was just a bit out of position on the screen. He tried to make up for it, but he got caught.
Always a tricky play to call. But the refs were right on it.
Armstrong kicks to Scott. Hardaway for 3. Rebound by the Heat. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Here's Chapman. Miami no good on that time either. Magic leading by 14. Pass to Anderson. A 3-ball. Chapman with the rebound.
He is not missing too many of those. Count on it.
Defensively, that's not the game plan. But sometimes you get lucky.
And the dunk by Mourning.
The muscle of Alonzo. Not much the defense can do when he moves like this.
And here's Armstrong. Anderson passes to Scott. 6 to shoot. Here's Grant. And he lays it straight in. Grant's got 4 this quarter.
Grant inside, really willing to fight for his territory. Going hard against the defensive contact to get the finish.
And so Kevin Lockery has called a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Here is Mason. Scoreless thus far.
Even against Saran wrap tight defense like that, you still expect him to knock those down.
I don't know. The defense was on him like glue. Would have been quite a bucket, even though we have seen him hit those in the past.
Sampson, the pass to Outlaw. Banked in off the glass. Outlaw's got his first basket. And Miami has possession. It's a 16-point game. Here's Wiley. He's covered by Armstrong. Here's Mason. It's good. There's a minute 34 left in the third quarter of the game. Armstrong with it to the right side. Here's Bowie. Good on the three-point shot. Bowie's got 8 points.
The defense getting hung up on the pick there. They've got to get over it.
And every time they don't, they're just allowing the shooter to find the jumper.
And the dunk by Austin.
Trying to grab hold of that momentum right here.
Well, that play right there, that'll fire up your teammates.
Hey, they're still competing.
Here's Armstrong. Pass to Bowie. Three-pointer. And another three for Orlando.
Perfect pass there. Understanding how to set up his teammate.
The Heat trail by 18. Here's Wiley. Mason looking around. Now, here is Mourning. 5 to shoot. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Austin, the pass to Wiley. Pass to Mason. Mourning inside, covered by Outlaw. Mourning can't make it work. The drive by Scott. That one falls. He's got 14.
Anthony Bowie.
7 seconds left in the third. Good if it goes. No good that time. And so it's Orlando.
I think I'd be up like 20 on
The
that.
quarter with a 20-point lead. And we reach
11
the
points from Bowie. I got the three-pointer moving a little bit. Five and double figures.
fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Magic leading by 20. Now Armstrong. Here's Sampson. It's rebounded by Austin. Austin's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Wiley the pass to Austin. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Austin's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for the Heat. Well, Orlando shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. The Heat shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%.
Fast break buckets, easy money, and they are very key to your success.
It's so tough scoring in this league. You run anytime you can.
Here is Armstrong. Pass to Bowie for the 3. The Magic again can't hit. The Heat trail by 16 and stolen by Outlaw. Sampson, the pass to O'Neal. Can't hit from in close. Well, as you can see, when you're casual with the ball, it can come back to bite you.
For sure. I mean, playing loose can help you and hurt you. It can cut both ways. I think they've got to tighten it up a little bit here.
And it's the Magic with the ball. Tim Hardaway missing his last shot. Deflects the pass. To the inside. Here's Cycling, guarded by O'Neal. Here's Austin. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Plays with so much ferocity, erasing that size mismatch clearly.
He won't be bullied in there regardless of the height disadvantage.
And so Mike Dunleavy calls a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. So both teams changing it up here. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message Mike Dunleavy gave his team. Now, Coach told his team we're up. Take care of the ball. Don't give them the game. Playing smart basketball will clinch a victory for us. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. And Hardaway gets it to go. Mark, in general, the game's as physical now as it's ever been. There's no such thing anymore as easy buckets.
Yeah, I agree with that, Kevin. And you've got to give a lot of credit to the bad boys in Detroit for that. The physicality they brought, but also the mental toughness, the ability of that team to wear you down physically, emotionally, and mentally. And we know it's a copycat league, so what the Pistons did and had success with is something other teams are trying to duplicate.
And it's the Heat with the ball, following the bucket by Orlando. Clock at 4. Here's Hardaway, and it's sent back by O'Neal.
That's how you stop the easy shot, by playing assertive but clean defense.
Magic leading by 14. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. And Shaq with the slam.
He's making it happen offensively, doing his part to craft this lead.
Now here's Hardaway. Over Skiles. And Hardaway gets it to go. Hardaway's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, and Hardaway has a nice jumper, excellent jumper, as a matter of fact, especially from the mid-range. No time wasted getting it off.
Here's Skiles. Grant. Riley with the rebound. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Austin, no luck.
And this is how you defend a player like him. Nice job contesting without fouling.
O'Neal inside. Outlaw in the corner. Here's Skiles. Off target with his 3. The Heat trail by 14. Here's Mashburn. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Fantastic anticipation with that feed.
Defensive foul.
Here's Hardaway. Pass to Scott. And here is Grant. Outside Hardaway. Shaq with the screen on Hardaway. And it's out of bounds to the Magic as Orlando will retain possession. Clock is at 3. Here's Hardaway trying to get open as Shaq. And there's Penny Hardaway on the assist by Grant. Hardaway has got 20.
New to the league, but not to contact. What a finish by Hardaway.
And so Kevin Lockery has called a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. The Heat trail by 13. Outside Hardaway. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Morning. Shoots over O'Neal. And again, it's the Heat missing. Orlando leading by 13. And Anderson has it in the corner. No good on the 3. Heat have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And, you know, Chapman is a solid go-to guy on offense, a guy who can really play either guard spot. I like his versatility.
He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Hardaway. Outside, Scott from the arc. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
Ever since halftime, they have been parked out at the arc, dropping bomb after bomb.
And who can blame them? When you're hitting like this, you got to just keep it going.
Here's Chapman. Let's go. Here's Morning, and it's blocked by Scott.
Nice job, and even better positioning defensively. Blocks like this really get him going.
Out to Hardaway. Offensive rebound. Anderson right side. No good. from outside. The Heat trail by 14. To the paint. Here's Mashburn. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway. Hardaway has got 5 assists tonight.
He gets it where he wants it and takes it up strong.
And so Mike Dunleavy calls a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Magic leading by 12. And here is Hardaway. The layup off target. Here's Mourning. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Defense tries to play rough with Mourning, but he gives them some physicality right back.
And the Magic shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. O'Neal sets the screen for Hardaway to the inside. And stolen by Mourning. Here's Chapman. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Scott dishes to Hardaway. Back to Scott. O'Neal sets the screen for Hardaway. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Tim Hardaway.
NBA teams will try to play physical defense against Hardaway, but he's had to deal with that at every level.
He hits the second from the line. Miami with the ball. They trail by 11. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
Boy, how much fun has this game been? Come on, man. Each side putting on an offensive clinic.
I have really enjoyed it. It's incredible that they're still playing at this level.
Rocking that rack. Well done there.
And rocking us. We felt that dunk way over here, didn't we?
Yeah.
Man, he shook our announcer's table.
11-point game. Outside Hardaway. Here's Burton, warning a screen on Scott. The 19-foot shot does not go in. Grant with a screen on Hardaway. Now Grant. Oh, and he cannot get the layup. It's good.
Excellent vision on display, dropping a dime to set up his teammate.
Orlando leading by 8. Hardaway with it. Rips it down with 2 hands.
And the young legs of Hardaway on display. An explosive athlete.
The Heat shooting 53% from the field in the fourth quarter. Can't ask for more than that from your offense. The shot from 20. That one misses.
And it's puzzling to me why he elected to fade away. He should have just gone right up with it. Bad miss.
No good from 3. Not a lot of time left in this one for the Heat. Here's Burton, and it doesn't go.
And this is the type of shot they want. Coming up empty there, but I won't be shocked if they try to go back to this.
At this point, it's looking like it's over. Time is winding down, and this is going to be a win for the Magic.
Coach, their shot blocking was a huge advantage, I thought, in this game.
Excellent defense in the paint. Led to a lot of key stops.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
The quickness of Hardaway. It makes Tim a tough defensive assignment.
Good on the first, and that brings them within single digits.
Now at the line.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Orlando with the ball. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Hardaway with it. Hardaway picks him up.
What you love about Hardaway is his versatility. Able to play 3 different positions.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 9. Both good from the line that time.
Making all of those. Putting this game in the refrigerator.
Mourning against O'Neal. Hardaway with the steal. Driving in. Oh, Oh, what a finish.
How quiet is this arena? It's like the mute button was turned on in here.
I think the fans were a bit shocked. Their squad got run out of the gym.
It's Hardaway with the drive. It's deflected. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. Picking up a road win, Mike, pretty handily tonight.
On the road.